in Dota in games above 5k or more.
That's pretty insane. The fact you're good versus Disruptor, Rubik, Medusa, and...
And such a good boost in both levels and farms to start the match off.
And a farm Rubik can be so effective this game. Blink Dagger initiation as... it's going to be so...
He TP's in an attempt to help Leo out in this lane, where Leo has been finding pretty good farms so far, 11 for 4 on the AMCS. They will be able to get the Fisher block off onto Kuro here, trapping him in. He'll go straight for the TP out with the Burrow Strike as well for Mind Control. Kuro will be allowed to escape. They'll turn their attention towards Mind Control though instead, with a blink forward and a block off. Leo's doing his best to get this kill, and he'll get it. First blood goes to Leo as they punish Liquid for being a little too aggressive there, getting behind that tower, getting a little too cheeky, and that's going to be more money for the anti-mage to start this game off, and in a game where he was farming not too badly at all in that lane.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Monster's skilled up Silence.
They're gonna look for him as well. He's blocked off with the Fisher. He's trying his best to cut his way around the trees, but he cannot escape. Another kill there.
Ace Earthshaker had to show up, pick up the pieces, but ends up panning out as they finish off Drow Ranger.
Haste.
And I'm not 100% sure if she skilled up Silence because she was trying to help out the Sand King to live, but she didn't have the mana for it, unfortunately. So a point of silence this early on is not a bad thing at all, but again, this early lane matchup is...
Look, he's just able to walk. Can he get the courier? They've got the Fisher block off again. They're looking towards Kuro. paiN might pick up another kill. This time they do lose 4-4-4. But a lot of positive action here on this top lane for paiN, getting Leo on his anti-mage involved in 3 kills.
Leo with the boots on this Shaker. They were not ready for that courier snipe. He moves in very, very quickly. He's been getting really good blocks off, and now you see Liquid are having to bring people in. GH, this off-lane Rubik has now come to have to support a Drow Ranger. GH doesn't want to be doing this. He wants to be farming.
It looks like, they've sort of had to resume back to normal business. Yeah, getting Mind Control back on that bottom lane. We'll see how much sort of that decision to give GH the priority in the early game will pay off in those first 5 minutes. Another Fisher, beautifully onto the two of them. Matumba's dead again. paiN continuing to just crush Liquid on this top lane.
I feel like a lack of respect on this Shaker. Liquid should know more than enough what a Shaker's capable
of. Have a 2k lead.
It's possible that Liquid are like, well, the Shaker doing this well, he's bound to go mid, go kill a Medusa, but Medusa actually is not crushing TA as hard as it once was in the early minutes.
28 for 12. Adriano is having a pretty good time at top. Leo is going to jump in aggressively, looking towards Matumba. Matumba has got Kuro and GH behind him. The Aphelic Shield's there on Leo so they can continue to chase this down. Matumba, he's trying to run, but he's dead. The miscall from 4-4-4 finishes him off. They'll look for more. GH trapped off. Double kill for 4-4-4. Liquid, what are they doing? They're messing up. paiN, they're loving this. They're cruising through this laning stage. 3k lead. Leo just continuing to get involved in so much on that top lane.
He wants more. He's going back, but unfortunately gets glimpsed away by not stopping anytime soon. I have never seen an anti-mage be this confident, but this is what you can get away with. Rubik's telekinesis is way too long. And as well as Rubik laning from paiN Gaming.
And this is Leo's in just such a good position now. He's got the Ring of Health, he's got full treads, the Orb, the Quelling Blade, the Stout. He's good to just sit here in this lane. He's soon to hit level 6. It's a big danger zone, and as I say, it's all on GH to make big things happen. They gave him in that lane priority at the start. This Rubik's got to do something. Mid lane, Miracle is in trouble. Another Fisher block off from Theolocore trapping him. He has got a Verify, another Snake will top at the mana. So Adriano, he really wants to try for this kill, but he won't go for it. Miracle will have to back up, but at the same time, it's still a win in itself for paiN. Miracle has no regen.
Yeah, that courier kill actually proving to be quite the detriment to Liquid in this early game. Still dead for another 5 seconds, but everything's coming up paiN Gaming right now, and this is what was necessary. It's not like...
look who's here again! Another Fisher from Theolocore. Matumba will try and knock them back with the Gust. GH will be able to jump straight across on a nice Fisher. But it doesn't matter! Leo, Mana Boy, kills off now, and boy, they deserve to start sending them that way. As just the decision-making from paiN in the way that they've reacted to this sort of unconventional start for Liquid's been perfect. Bottom lane, Lelis leading in with the Doom, just walks in straight away onto Mind Control. He's going to get this kill as well. There's nothing that can be done by this Sand King. A solo kill for the Doom.
I apologize to Lelis. I kind of forgot there was a Doom in this game. I forgot there was a bottom lane in this game.
I think Liquid did as well, sending 2 cores up to the top lane to start the game off. And so far, it's not been the move for them. Here's the GH, the man that was enjoying that bottom lane. He's out of mana. He's being run down by the two of them. They should be able to have a good shot at this. Leo can blink forward aggressively, and he will do so. It is by the shrine. TP's coming in, and mind control will keep GH safe. Got the arcane boost, they turn, they get the kill onto Theo LaCour.
But if you're racking up kills like this, it's 3-0-4 right now.
I mean, when have you seen it? Yeah, 3-0-4, 8 minutes in, up against Liquid. Leo is going to be feeling amazing at the moment, and he's got to keep his cool bottom lane. Someone who's not feeling pretty good about this game is Matumba Man. Still level 4 at 9 minutes in, dying yet again. Leo bringing out the all-chat, bringing out the Sebs, and I don't blame him.
Now Baden in trouble in this top lane. But he gets the deny.
Oh, that they are slowing down this Medusa, and Sure Miracle still not in a bad place on the farm, but he's going to start slipping behind if paiN Gaming can continue this pressure.
Slowing down the Medusa, slowing down the Drow Ranger. She has to come mid to help keep the lane warm, and she's not even level 6 yet. It's 10 minutes into the game, and Matumba Man is still looking for that point in marksmanship.
Mid lane, Fisher in, Theo LaCour looking for Matumba Man. They do have the lift back for GH, will drag Lelis back, but in fact, whoa, he's got the Doom straight down onto GH. He's going to dive this one past the tower. GH cannot escape this. Matumba can try for the deny, but he's not going to be able to time it. Lelis, get a minute. It's going to be very hard for Liquid to keep their cores on the same level as this anti-Mage's farm.
Yeah, 3 of the Liquid heroes converge bot, now Fisher block up top.
Kuro, no escape for him. Another kill to be picked up by paiN, as they'll take the tier 1 tower for sure as well up top. Matumba Man should be able to get this tier 1 tower trade. They're actually going to start TPing back at paiN. They want to hold on to this tower. Let's see if they can go for it. They've looked towards him. The Doom's already out onto GH. Leo, he's able to blink in towards the lane. He's going to continue to farm. Marathon on Matumba Man. The Drow's dead. They'll pick up GH as well. 2 kills for paiN. As there will be the escape from Mindshot. Was able to get the blink off, but paiN Gaming, they get that pressure up top. They're still able to come back, hold on to their own tier 1 tower. Mind control should be fine.
He just needs people, he just needs the vision of the wards. And now mind control, smoke dispels.
Gonna find him, he's in. The Bros tried, but the spell shield was out in time. There will be the static storm drop down, trapping up Leo. Let's see if they can kill him. He's got a lot of magic resist. That spell shield is still alive. Shield's there, he's out. Now the turnaround. paiN coming with the Doom, 2 dead on Liquid. They have the vision on mind control as well with that trap. Will be able to blink away, but there's the chase. They'll keep themselves on top of the Sanking. Mind control cannot escape either, and a smoke gang gone horribly.
They're like, okay, now is the time that we team fight. Now is the time that we completed this significant item that we need to change how we play. As long as they keeping this Medusa and Drow under pressure, like look at Anti-Mage, he's starting to poke at tier 3. He knows when he's safe.
See where they can find it. Lock off with the Fisher, jump onto Kuro. Kuro's gone. Now messing around for Leo, using the mana voice and get out of there. But these timings for these cores on paiN Gaming looking so good. Adriano, the Deso, is into the BKB next. Once he has that done, he's going to be such a force. GH jumped upon another free and easy kill.
Because Lelis was like, okay, cool. I mean, like if Drow Ranger or Medusa want to show up, we'll take care of them.
Look at the silence on Leo, but they'll need more than that now to control him with the items that he has. Kuro in the middle lane, and he's going to die to the trap. Adriano.
That static storm, tried it once on that anti-mage into the Ancients, wasn't able to pan out, but if they can get a glimpse on someone, or find this TA.
They will. They'll get the jump on him, Boa Strike into the control, Adriano. They'll try for the mail, but sentries are down. They pick off the Templar Assassin, continue the aggression, see who they can find. Scan will hit. They know that someone's deep in the jungle. It is the Shaker. Wards down. Kuro's got the vision. Liquid. They connect. They'll pick up a second. Theo LaCour's gone. Warning, they've got to react to this. So far, the first 23 minutes, it's all been in paiN's hands. But paiN, they're losing a tier 3 in the middle lane. They're losing the racks as well. paiN, they've got to do something about this. They're trying to trade, but there's no way that they can trade as fast as a Drow lineup. As Liquid, 10k behind the entirety of this game, just walk up and take the melee racks.
Anti-Mage wants to take that, but you don't win that against a Drow Ranger.
You know?
What a conversion on the Scotty timing. I mean, obviously, Liquid were not expected to get this much in the illusions, finish off the range Rex as well. Templar Assassin not able to clear that out in time, and now, this Anti-Mage, that's no longer your jungle. You may have owned that for the first 15 minutes of the game, but...
Let's see if they can get someone here with the Boa Strike lead in. They've got the control, and he's dead! They've killed off Leo! 4-4-4! He's surrounded, he has got the borrowed time, but there is no amount of time that he can borrow to keep himself alive here as Liquid kill him off as well. And I think...
An E-Blade, it's not quite as effective, but it still kind of gets the job done, but Are you going to be able to get the job done by challenging this Roche?
Well, now Adriano, he's into the port. BKB's popped. They'll look from Matumba. Matumba will be able to push back. The anti-mage with the silence. They're deep on himself again, making sure that Matu can't hit him. Matu's dead. They'll try for more. Theorico jumps in, attempting with the air cover. The epicenter's already out. They're melting on paiN Gaming. They've lost the Helico. They've lost Adriano. They've lost 444. There'll be a buyback with the Helico. Leo's in trouble. He cannot TP out. The damage is too much. paiN Gaming. They've lost 4. Now pretty much level in this game, and if anything, well, you've got to feel that they're ahead. If they've been able to swing around a game that was drifting them away from them as such, deal the core. Look at the Fisher setup onto the two of them. Jump third as well with Adriano. Kuro will be left behind. They get the kill on Kuro. The rest of Liquid will manage to get out of there for now. Control are there. paiN still in the jungle. Actually blinking down into the mid lane. Leo does blink in aggressively to try and find some farm, but the Power Strike's there. He's dead. We'll believe that the Storm of Doom as well from GH at 444. He can't TP out in front of this. They're going to lose another here. paiN as 444 will fall. As again, more mistakes. paiN Gaming, Leo, despite being the only two up here on paiN, Liquid for the time being, they're ignoring them. They're in with the 5-man. They're just pushing into the base again. They do get the kill onto Kuro with the BKB usage, but they've got to look down bottom as Liquid, they're inside the base. paiN, can they really trade this? Adriano realizes he can't. He's already TPing out of there. There'll be a buyback from Leo because they're pulling ultimates off. Because every single time if Leo blinks in aggressively, there's a static storm of Burrow Strike on top of him. The early core's got to make sure that doesn't happen. As up top, they do find Matumba separated from the team. The Drought in trouble. They'll kill him off the once. He has the Aegis. We'll see Liquid come in to try and protect him a second time, but there's the quick play from Leo. Jumps in onto Kuro, but Kuro, instant static storm, and lift into the stone gaze. Leo's just dead and gone for 100 seconds. 444 will also surely fall. The other coach just having to hide in the trees. He cannot rectify this fight. Nellis is surrounded. This should be a third dying. He has got that Crimson. He's incredibly tanky, but Liquid, they look for the control, trying to drag it back. He does have the BKB. So in fact, with the BKB popped and the Scorched Earth, he should have a good shot at getting away. GH is going to continue to try and chase him, and he will get doomed up for that attempt. So GH will now tag himself out of this. Matu in mind control continue to play around. It'll take them a fair bit of time to kill him, but with that ult, those piercing arrows, Matu will still be able to shoot down the Doom. 3 dead, and now Liquid straight down the middle lane. Miracles onto the tier 4s. He's done with this one. He's ready to try and move it on to game 2. They've had their fun. As paiN with 2 heroes dead, no buybacks, very limited in what they can do to try and hold this Dio. He is setting up, they will jump immediately with a BKB pop. They're looking to try and kill off Matumba Man, but they cannot. Dio will fall, only the 2 of them left. The physical damage is too much for the Drought. GG is called, and Liquid will take this game 1. A game 1 that the hope was high for paiN at the start, but as you mentioned early on, one mistake, and it was a pretty colossal one. This
in my opinion, because it's so easy to stack 2, sometimes even 3 camps if you cut trees in one go.
Viper, I mean, his
to the Shaman, that beautiful 77 right click that he has for now, just making this lane top so nice for Leo once again. But we saw last game, of course, Leo had a beautiful lane on the anti-mage, but these very, very quick timings, 14-minute Battle Fury treads, and it still wasn't enough against Liquid.
Yeah, and even beyond the anti-mage, like the mid lane, the Templar Assassin was doing fairly well in the mid lane. She caught up fairly well after the Disruptor was bothering her a bunch.
Now going to go for him here. He will get the static game started onto Miracle, and that will put them up from finishing off the kill, as Lelis will be fine. Healed up a bit by the missed coil as well. But also having to be careful. Obviously, he does go for the point in the passive in this lane. GH will look to trip him up with that, with the Spike Carapace time and time again. So Lelis, it's going to be a little on edge. Obviously, having the Abaddon backup is really nice for him. Those sort of burst heals and shields will make it still pretty hard for Liquid to get a kill on him.
Yeah, unfortunately 444 is consistently running out of mana. He has actually more HP than he wants. He wants to be able to get himself into deny range. Keeps using his stick, so making sure that Razor has some sustain in his lane. But, I mean, Morphling's more than pleased with how he's going. He's 19-9 right now against Razor's 8-2.
Yeah, Lelis pretty much having as bad of a time as Mind Control is up top. Both of these side laners feeling the pressure. with the combinations being put against them. Another attempt towards Lelis. Spike Gap is Amsterdam, both going to be missed there by GH. And with that in mind, Lelis can try and turn. He's stealing a lot of damage. He knows that he can get some of these kills. He could almost certainly get GH if he can keep vision. As he'll run him down, Fire will keep GH alive for now. He needs one more right click. Miracle's blocking him off. GH will turn. Two-man stun holds them away. Miracle can now try and turn and get some kills in response, but the Phoenix shield is up once more. GH back in. He gives up first blood as paiN will kill him off. A mistake there away from Kuro's-chan. We'll try and run him down. Mind Control has got a stun if he can get in range. Here, what's the play here? We'll try and fog him going in and out of the pit. It doesn't look like it's going to work though, as Liquid will kill off the Shaman.
And no one really hits towers that hard yet.
And I mean, Adriano has left the lane. He's come into the jungle of Liquid, seeing what he can find. He's got the setup here, looking for Kuro. Kuro does bring in the Sentinel in time. They'll try for the stun. Kuro ticking low. Fire will keep him alive. He's able to walk out of it, and Adriano has walked into a bit of a dangerous neighborhood here as Liquid will outnumber him and kill him off. Always. It's a scary, scary morph to poke at between the two of them.
Now Viper migrates back up top. Willingly or unwillingly, he's going to push this.
And he's going to find Piolicore as well by the looks of it. The Viper strike slowing down. Mind Control runs him over. There'll be the TPs coming in from paiN. We'll see if they can catch anyone on the return. They'll get the lift onto Mind Control. They do manage to separate him. Another stuns out. Mind Control continue to run. Leo jumps in for the attempt on this. The breaks down, and of course, as mentioned earlier, the anti-mage just unable.
This game, the push is going to come much sooner from Liquid, though. They're not going to wait for any sort of Scotty situation. They've already got Chen stealing a siege creep as they get a shackle on Miracle.
And not nearly enough disable though to kill this Morphling, as now Miracle can turn. TP's coming in. GH is there looking for the setup with that Vendetta hit. They'll chase down this Razor. Spike Camp is once again onto the passive. They're running him down. The Eye of the Storm causing issues, but not enough as Lelis should fall. Liquid, they'll get one. Can they get more? They'll look towards Theo. Theo trying to hide. TPs are coming in. They have lost GH. Miracle being burst very low. They do lose Kuro, so 2 kills taken in return, but overall Liquid. It's very hard for them to fight around it. They have good wall coverage on their half of the map, paiN Gaming. The Sentry and Observer giving them a lot of info. See if it's enough. They're trying to get in with the Stampede. Looking at collapse on top of Adriano, but the wards are down. paiN Gaming, they may be able to get some kills out of this. They look towards Mind Control. A stun holds back the Abandon momentarily. They're all split up now, Liquid. Mind Control will try for the TP out. Will he make it away? He does. He's able to TP out of this. So Liquid, despite diving in underneath the ward, they do not lose Mind Control. This Matuma Viper still alive, playing around with 3 heroes, soon to be 4. I mean, they've got to be able to kill him, and they will be able to as Matuma finally goes down. So paiN at least able to fight.
On the Viper can go a long way to making what should be a very tanky hero of the Viper seem kind of vulnerable, but at the same time is opportunistic as Kuro.
And you get him? Able to put Kuro's dewarding mission as 4, making sure that Miracle is undisturbed.
They want to debut this Blink Dagger. Little do they know it's already been shown, but they're going to go in on Razor anyway.
See if they can get the catch. Stampede used, allowing them to close the gap. They're on top of Adriano. Stuns up for GH. Adriano locked in position. He has the mech. Will be able to run off. It looks like the mech will save it, as they won't lose anyone yet. 4-4-4 has borrowed time. They'll try and control Matuma. A very hard kill to get there, of course. Matuma has to fight himself. And in the river, the stun control down to the Razor. They're kiting him up. And denied from 4-4-4. Liquid, can they chase this down? Matsu, Beck, Pipe, he's ready to dive. He's got a pretty much full wand as well, as paiN Gaming have to back away from this aggression of Liquid. Mind Control tries for the jump into the trees. No one's there, but they still get the control onto Lelis. Lelis falling low. He's gone. They've lost the Razor, and Liquid, they're diving tier 1s, they're diving tier 2s, they're moving up to the tier 3s as they push back paiN. They're not even done yet. Mind Control just jumps in behind the racks to stun them up. The rest of Liquid will start to back away as 4-4-4 comes back into the game on the Abaddon. But Liquid getting aggressive, and Matuma looking like that he's just not going to die. This Viper is so tanky. Mind Control does manage to stun Leo up top. The rest of Liquid aren't there with a follow-up, and Leo will be able to pick up some bounty runes on the way out. Down lanes as for them without the Morphling. And it'll be very hard for paiN to really put a stop to that pressure. Top lane Theo will show himself as he goes for Hex. He's going to drop down the Serpent Wards as well. Leo actually blinking in here, looking towards Miracle. Stampede pop by mine.
Yeah, like you said, the later the game goes, this is buying time for Anti-Mage to get that earlier 6-slot status, which it's not necessarily earlier 6-slot, but it's now initiation. On to 4-4-4, and this borrow time, it's only going to buy you a little bit.
Killground away as Miracle too, as 2,700 gold towards that Eagle song. Blade.
The more important thing is that beyond the Anti-Mage getting touched.
All incredibly tanky at the moment. And very elusive. These heroes are not easy to kill for paiN Gaming's lineup. Look at the Roche. Just got away and Miracle's able to grab it. Bit of split push pressure comes in, and that will allow paiN Gaming by to finish off the tier 3 tower. So they'll take the trade. Leo's out. They go for the Hex on mind control with the extra backup of Matuma coming in. paiN are trying to get out of there. Stampede Jews, they're on the chase. Adriana holds back the Centaur with the telekinesis. Him and Theo Licor are looking to be the ones left behind. Theo Licor will give up his life. Gives the space though for Adriana to successfully get out. Back on this top lane, Miracle trying for the split push. Kuro, he'll go down. Hand of God won't save himself. He does get jumped. Aphotic Shield, BKB. Like, Liquid shouldn't be able to kill this anti-mage unless paiN makes some colossal mistakes. Theo is going to walk into the base, drops down the Serpent Wards immediately, will die for that. I mean, they'll get a few hits onto the right, as it will not get anything really done for paiN Gaming as a side. Stampede, they've got their eyes on Lelis. Lelis, he's out alone. There is no backup here for the Razor as Liquid just converge on top of him.
He's won his lane, he's a great hero to carry all these auras, and it's not going to be easy to kill no matter how late this goes. Miracle.
He's got the butterfly, the farm just continues. GH getting the spike out and fuck on for two of them. And we'll zip forward, look at the Menace. BKB comes out, they do get the Hex onto Miracle, but mind control. Jumps in onto the Shaman. Stampede uses Leo trying to get in, but with the Crimson Guard, it's so hard for him to do any damage at all to anybody. Mind control does get separated from the rest of the team. As they look towards him, but Miracle slides in, roots down the Shaman, turns towards Menace. There'll be a buyback coming up from Theo Licor as he'll try and return to the fight. They have managed to get Kuro on the back lines. 4-4-4 trying to keep his hands onto Miracle for the second one down. A third one as well. Triple kill for Miracle. They're losing Leo's left line center, but they have got that kill on mind control. Can they get anything more? Leo pops the BKB, looks towards GH, but the Viper strike from Matu through that magic ability is down on Leo. He cannot fight on. Miracle gets the ultra. Very proportions as this morph, as he can just enter these fights, and there's no lot they could do about him with that E-Blade and Butterfly. He has a lot of agi. Leo does get the jump with the Basher, but it's not enough, not nearly enough. They don't have control, they don't have the damage once Miracle's mana has been drained. He can just stand there with Matu by his side. Liquid can push on. There's 3 dead on paiN Gaming.
This initiation by Nyx Assassin is so effortless. Whereas to disengage from paiN, they have to put so much effort. Rubik has to steal Stampede, you got to deal with the Centaur with a ton of HP. Then once you finally think you've gotten rid of all these spells, in comes Morphling, starts shotgunning people before your eyes.
Leo actually blinking into this. Lelis is going to leap forward. BKB's popped. We'll try and get the static link off to Matumba, but he has to back away now. Miracle zips in, looks towards Leo. Leo, another shield there from Adrian, from 4-4-4, but he's gone. Nuked down. Liquid, they kill him off. He's got to buy back. They've got to get back in on this one. This fight around their tier 3. Can they get anything out? And they get the shackle. They've got the control. They get Miracle. Miracle's dead. They'll kill off the more. They need more though. They're looking for Matsu. They've used the 4 key buybacks at the last minute. paiN Gaming. What else can they get? Leo's trying to chase down Kuro. Matsu, he's out of mana. He's still got a lot of HP to work off. They've got the shackles. Lelis stealing a lot of damage with the static link. Mind control jumping in. They'll turn back towards Leo. Spell shield pop. Lelis will kill off the Nyx Assassin. But here's the buybacks. Liquid know that paiN themselves, they don't have the buybacks really on the big cause.
Damage buys back, and the Morphling and Nyx Assassin buyback, and it's kind of understandable on Liquid. You've got a Chen who can bring you in, but
Adriana steps forward, the shield already being used upon him. Miracle zips in with the waveform, that's the Rubicon. Lelis BKB's back up, they'll pop it, moves it down, but Miracle jumps in, kills off the Miracle. They'll look back towards Lelis as the BKB is shortly going to end. They'll try for the TP out, but the BKB's already ended, so they can cancel it. 3 heroes down on paiN Gaming, another double kill for Miracle. As Liquid, they'll chase on. Miracle inside of the enemy, blinks in, they'll get the TP cancel with the adaptive strike. 4-4-4 stuck in the trees. Leo get BKB popped, he has to run. Only 2 left alive on paiN. The 3 dead do not have buybacks. Triple kill for Miracle. And not against Liquid with these items that they have, with these heroes that they have. paiN, they just cannot get the big crucial kills.
They can't get the big crucial kills. They can't even start the fights properly. Every single time, it's always this Nyx assassin just carefully from a distance, and no one really knows, like, how do we start a fight? Your Shaman doesn't have a Blink Dagger. Your Rubik has one, but again, like, he's a very important core to keep alive with his Spirit Vessel and his Guardian Greaves, and now the Rax is...
I mean, look at that army of Siege Creeps the Kura's bringing in. So much Siege potential, and makes quick works of 2 seconds. As Liquid now well up in advantage. paiN Gaming just haven't really been able to do anything this game with that level lead, that level place that they were at. They put a lot on the anti-mate. They do lose Kura. Leo's able to drop down immediately. They need to get this. But Liquid sure as they aren't going to let them. They're heading towards the pit. Jump in. Leo immediately pops the BKB. They look towards GH. GH has tried to blow up. Spike cap is popped as well. They cannot kill him quick enough. They've lost their Shaman. Lilith pops the BKB. Miracle as well. Moving in onto 444. The borrow time is going to wear off. Last Leo batting gone. Double kill for Miracle. Stun controls there from Mike Troller. GH Leo does still manage to blink away. But they lose 2. Roshan still standing. Liquid moves up to Adriano. A 3rd hero dead once again on paiN Gaming. Leo's trying to chase something, trying to chase Kuro and his army of Siege Creeps. He'll kill a couple of the Siege Creeps. Can he get Kuro? A Mana Void on a target with 4 mana. Worked all up, but he does still get the kill. As Kuro gone, but again, just the outnumber here from Liquid. They have more there, but it's a very small chance, Tsunami.
Leo's gonna have to pull off. I'm not even gonna bother. Can't do this. It's too far gone.
It looks to be Leo's gonna try jumping in with the BKB. Looking to GH, but GH put up. He's just so tanky. They cannot kill any of these cores. They cannot kill the supports. Lilith will buy back, but they're onto the ancient Liquid. paiN Gaming, can they really push back Liquid? Miracle just popping the BKB. Zips in. Double kill again for him. paiN struggling to be able to leave the base. The ancient falling. paiN, can they do this? BKB from Lilith, moving in. Leo goes for the back row, trying for mind control, but he's got so much HP, he's impossible to kill. Mind control comes back in with a stun. There will be a shackle onto mind control. Leo with the Manta will begin to burn the mana on Miracle, but Natsu, he's focusing the ancient, so is mind control. They're looking to close this game up, move on in the tournament. Leo trying for Miracle, but the ancient is going. GG is caught, and Liquid will take the game, take the series 2-0 as paiN